If someone calls you and says absolutely nothing, you might already be on a scammer's target list. It usually happens like this. Your phone rings. You see an unknown number. Maybe it looks local. Maybe it even resembles a normal mobile number. You pick up the phone, and then, nothing. No voice. No background noise. No movement. Just silence. Most people assume it's harmless. Probably a bad connection. Maybe someone dialed by accident. Maybe the signal is weak. So they say, hello. Sometimes they say it again. Hello? Who is this? But here's what most people don't realize. That moment of silence is often not random at all. It can be the first step of a much larger scam system, one designed to identify, profile, and target potential victims. And the way you react during those few seconds can determine whether your number becomes more valuable to scammers. So what's really happening behind the scenes? Let's break it down. First, silent calls are often used to test whether your number is active. Scammers use automated dialing software that can call thousands, sometimes millions, of numbers every day. These systems don't care who you are. They don't even know your name. They're simply searching for one thing: proof that a real person is attached to that number. The system detects activity based on signals like whether the call is answered, whether a human voice is detected, whether any button is pressed. If you answer and speak, even just saying hello, the system marks your number as active. And once your number is labeled active, it becomes valuable, very valuable, because active numbers can be sold to other scammers, added to multiple scam lists, and targeted repeatedly. That's why people who respond to these calls often notice something strange later. The number of scam calls they receive begins to increase. Second, silent calls can be used to collect voice samples. This is where things become more dangerous. Some scam systems are designed to record audio as soon as you pick up. Even a single word, like hello, can be captured and stored. You might think one word is harmless, but today, with modern AI voice technology, even a short recording can be used in risky ways. For example, scammers can attempt voice impersonation scams. They can create fake audio messages pretending to be you. They can use your voice pattern to build more convincing fraud attempts. In some cases, scammers combine voice samples with other stolen personal data to create highly believable social engineering attacks. That's why cybersecurity experts recommend a simple rule. When answering unknown numbers, never speak first. Let the caller identify themselves. If they remain silent, end the call immediately. Third, sometimes the silence is caused by a robocall delay system. This happens when scam call centers use predictive dialing technology. Here's how it works. The system automatically calls multiple numbers at the same time. When someone answers, the system tries to connect that person to a real scam operator. But if no operator is immediately available, you hear silence while the system searches for one. This means that if you're hearing silence, you may already be inside their system queue, waiting to be connected to a scammer. If that happens, the safest action is simple. Hang up immediately. Do not wait. Do not say anything. Do not call back. Calling back is especially risky because it confirms to the system that your number belongs to a responsive user. So how can you protect yourself from silent scam calls? Here are some practical steps you can take. First, enable spam protection features on your phone. Most smartphones today have built-in call filtering systems that can detect suspicious numbers automatically. Second, avoid answering unknown numbers unless you're expecting a call. If it's important, a legitimate caller will usually leave a voicemail or send a message. Third, never call back missed calls from unknown international numbers. Some scams rely on callback traps that charge extremely high fees per minute. Fourth, avoid sharing personal details when answering unknown calls. Even simple information like your name or confirmation words can be used later. And finally, remember this key rule. Silence during a call is not always harmless. It can be a filter, a test designed to see whether you are a potential target, and you don't want to pass that test. Scam systems today are smarter, faster, and more automated than ever before. But the good news is this: Simple awareness can stop most of them. Knowing how these silent calls work already puts you ahead of many potential victims. So stay alert, be cautious with unknown calls, and protect your number like you would protect any valuable personal information. Because in today's digital world, even a single word, spoken at the wrong moment, can open the door to bigger risks.